Good morning, my friends. It is 9:10 to 9:15 on a Saturday. About 10 minutes and then I'm going to have to go in. But I didn't want to do the video when I was driving because I really didn't have a lot to say. Now, here's something that I'm kind of noticing. This is what a lot of people kind of talk about. So I'll show you this really quickly. It is through a window, so there will be glare. But if you look, you can see the sun, but it's being masked by a cloud, which is kind of funny. But then again, that's the old school thing. Oh, look, it's being masked, Bill. Here's something kind of interesting that came across the airwaves yesterday. I got two things to talk about. One of them is the whole thing going over there with Russia and Ukraine. And I'm telling you, if you go on YouTube and watch some of the live news they got going on there, it's a big different story than what you're being told about through the internet or TV news or this or that or whatever. And WION is something to do with it's like Asia, I think, but they speak English, okay, on the news channel. And when they show you the stuff that's going on, it's kind of interesting because it's a different picture. I already read, now this is in regular news. I already read this in regular news that if Russia gets to a certain point, Ukraine might just have to give up Crimea because they're taking it, see? But our news isn't telling us that. Oh, no, they're losing 700,000 people. Oh, my God. Baloney. Vietnam, America losses, and no one won that war, was only 58,000 people. It's impossible. The numbers are not correct. Also, welcome to my new subscriber, whoever that is. Back in the old days, we used to know, but now we don't. Second little story in the news was talking about a planet. So they found this planet. It's got magnetism and this and that. Just so happens to be red. But remember now, Gil talks about a comet, which I begin to lean more to. I don't know. I think it's what he says. I don't believe it's a planet. I think it's a comet with an iron oxide tail. And it's kind of funny because here we go again, and people could say, oh, it's an election year, and that's the reason. But all of a sudden, that dreaded C word is back in the news again. And it's kind of right around election time. So then people are going to go, oh, see, it's phony. No. It's probably coming off of that tail of that comet. Like I say, one of these days I may come out and tell you a little bit about my job, because I sit here in the parking lot before I go to work. And it's amazing how popular the place has become. And people are really willing to pay that much more for food than to go to the store themselves and get it. But what's killing the drivers is the tips. The people that order don't want a tip. Plain and simple. So it's not working. I don't get it. I've only ordered from this place myself one time, and all I ever ordered was ice cream. I wouldn't any way, shape, or form order full bore food here, because you're not putting your hands on stuff. You don't know how it's being done. You don't know what's going on inside that warehouse. So there's that. Anyway, yesterday was Good Friday, the day that Jesus was supposedly crucified or laid to rest, actually. And then tomorrow is the day that you're supposed to get up and go, he is risen, because he came out of the tomb and all that. And I do have a lot of trouble with a lot of holidays, because these people that celebrate these certain holidays, and of course, the rabbit's got nothing to do with freaking Passover. But these people, they procrastinate to the last day, which is probably today, order candy and all that, and they don't do it earlier. They wait till the last day. Same with Christmas or Thanksgiving. One time I worked at a big box store, and this woman came in there, and she ordered, she didn't order. She asked if we had frozen turkeys, and I asked her if it was for Thanksgiving, because I thought, well, maybe it's Christmas. Well, no, she came in on the day to buy a frozen turkey. Don't know how they were going to cook it. Maybe you can microwave it or something, or barbecue it or something. I don't know, but waited to that last day. So, like I said, if you look out at these clouds, these are like different. These aren't even clouds. What they're calling that is geoengineering. Okay. So it is masking the sun for some reason, because in the background, there's actual clouds back there. These aren't. This is a layer. You know what I mean? So that's kind of interesting. Now, the last little part of my video before I get ready to go in here was about something I watched yesterday on TV. Well, YouTube. So I was watching this Marine training, like basic training. And I don't know if they were really showing... I can't search for videos on Apple. I don't know if they were showing what they showed because it was being filmed, or whether it's all changed, because I looked at that and I thought, wow, because I was in the military, and I thought, that's pretty freaking soft. That's like nothing. And some of these guys that had joined, I thought, they wouldn't have even lasted a week in my basic training unit. So it was kind of interesting. It was just like, wow. And they didn't seem to be as tight on these people as they were with... I don't know. It just seemed very loose. But I guess times have changed. Oh, here's another thing. Last little bit for the video. So Pastor Paul is bumped all over the place. Okay? We don't know. He's on Rumble. I think you can link that Facebook, that to like YouTube, the live stream. YouTube live streams, Rumble, Patreon, which I won't use. And then he does some pre-recorded videos on YouTube because he got banned for 90 days on live videos. Happens to all of us over dumb stuff. Case in point, I don't know if it was him, but it was somebody, because all I did was go, "Are you serious?" And 2 days later, I had a banned video. I had a strike. I was like, wait a minute. Then YouTube proceeded to give me a strike over some video that I did 2 years ago. About 2 weeks ago. Well, we won't get rid of the channel because blah, 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 blah. But that was 2 years ago. And then, sure enough, the thing I talked about in the video is beginning to happen already. Just shows you that they don't even know what they're banning. So I'm about ready to go in. I'm only about a couple minutes I'll go in. Craziest thing is, it's really amazing that people... Well, yesterday, so we went to a store, and we were shopping and all that and everything else. And everybody else was just doing their thing, on their phones, talking to their families, doing whatever. And I thought, you know what? It's actually better that this is the way it is. Because if people really knew the way it was, they probably wouldn't be doing all this. This is the reason why all the levels, DEFCON levels, this, that, blah, 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 is so low. Well, now, China decided to get in the mix, and they told us they're going to start to sanction us. Well, Amazon, Apple products, Best Buy, all these places, you're not going to get your shit. Basically told us that if we sailed our boats into the wrong place, they were going to board them. We'll see what goes down. Anyway, my friends, I guess that's going to be it for today. I got to go in here pretty quick. I want you guys to have a great day. Have a great Easter. I work almost every holiday. I don't even know if we'll get holiday pay for it, but anyway. So, I'll see you guys later. You guys all have a really good day. Peace. I'll be seeing you. And remember, we are the Watchmen.